Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico, and my awesome co-host, like always.
What up? Trading Daddies here. Teflon John in the building. Another jam-packed episode.
Ooh,
Episode number 10.
we made it to 10. 10 episodes. 10 episodes.
Man, Nico, bro, I just want to say thank you to our listeners and our viewers. From the bottom of my heart, really, for all the support that we've gotten, really. I've been looking at the statistics, and we have listeners from all over the globe, really.
We do. We're worldwide.
Europe, Asia,
Yeah,
you name it, across the nation, different states, Canada. It's overwhelming. Brings a smile on my face because like the type of support we get from folks that we've never even met. That's the power of the internet.
Dude, the internet is an amazing place.
And we're going to talk about the internet today.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a lot about the internet today. It's a very toxic place, but god damn is it pretty. It's pretty toxic.
Very powerful. Thank you, internet.
I know. The online is an amazing place. The online is good. From the time that you'd had to plug in your fax machine or your fax line into your computer just to get a fax tone in order for you to get on the internet, bro, those were the dark ages.
Remember dial-up?
Oh, I remember dial-up. I remember receiving 700 million America Online discs just for you to get like 30-day trials. Jesus, like now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, when we were kids, we didn't care because we're just hopping on the internet to look up.
Look up what?
Huh?
They didn't have OnlyFans back then.
Lyrics. We were looking up lyrics to songs.
You know what? What I just remembered, I used to go online, plug in the dial-up and look for directions.
Wow.
What was that name of that site where you put out? Huh?
MapQuest.
MapQuest. Oh my God. It still exists, right?
Yeah, MapQuest. I'm pretty sure it still exists, but I'm pretty sure that's been integrated into something else.
I would have back in the day. How long was that ago?
MapQuest?
Probably like 15 years ago. No, probably 15 years.
The last time I ever printed out a map was most likely around 06. 06, even 07 maybe.
Times have changed. Oh my God.
07. Yeah, because we didn't have back in 07 they started having those navigation systems that you have to buy yourself, right? And put it in your car. And that's inaccurate.
Yep, iPhone came out.
iPhone came out like in 07.
Higher internet.
Exactly.
And that's our topic for today, the internet.
The internet's amazing. The internet is one of the inventions that man has ever made that really transformed the entire world.
Besides fire.
Yeah, besides fire. For better or for worse, we have it now, and it's really entirely up to us to use it to do good, or some people use it nefariously, which is very sad. And you could use the internet for so many things, like especially during the pandemic. Like it's crazy how there's so many businesses that got started, that were able to be started. Yep. Due to the internet. Oh, right. Yeah. We started this. We started the podcast and we started the website. Shout out to Vince for helping out. But we were able to do something creative and put it out for you guys, for the masses, through the power of the online. You know what I mean?
To our listeners, I've gotten a lot of questions about what Trading Daddy is, right? And we've broken this down, in the first few episodes. Trading Daddies is all about two dads that talk about retail trading, retail stocks, investments, being a dad and trading at the same time, and how it affects, family and your relationships. Mm-hmm. Gosh, we're also going to talk about that today.
Yeah, definitely.
had I don't want to say a rough week,
Yeah.
but it wasn't a good one. I don't want to
Let's
say.
definitely talk about that. Disclaimer, though, just a disclaimer. This is just purely for entertainment purposes, guys. When we put out episodes, just know that we talk about this stuff just because we want to entertain you guys,
Yeah.
as well as for us to get our thoughts out. Because I mean, if we don't, we're just gonna blow up. And also, you don't necessarily need to be a father to become a trading daddy. You could be, you could be a dog dad. You could be a godfather. You
Brother,
know what I mean?
as I always said, you don't need to have a kid to be called a daddy.
Nope, nope, nope. You could be a zaddy if you want to go that route. You could be a trading zaddy. No, but but dude, let's talk about the week in review and what else do you want to get off your chest?
Oh, a lot of things. A lot of things happened this week, and we're going to have a jam-packed session today because we have a busy week ahead of us. We're going to break down a lot of earnings plays for this week. We're only going to cover Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah, yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then for the Wednesday's pod, we're going to cover partly Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Yes, 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 yes.
There are a lot of big names that are going to be reporting this week. Actually, the week after that, man, even better. The big blues are reporting.
Exactly. You ever seen that? What movie I saw last night? I just wanted to watch it because ever since I started trading, I started watching more and more investment movies, like finance movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to watch it through a different lens because from the outside watching, peeking in, you don't necessarily understand certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched The Big Short again yesterday.
Oh,
such a good movie. You really appreciate it once you start trading. You really do appreciate it. That was a masterful trade, and it really showed you what patience can definitely bring you. But at the same time, it kind of brought you down because their wins were a
lot of
loss
people's
to the
losses.
whole world.
Yep.
A lot of people went homeless, but it's just a matter of you looking. That's what really the story of The Big Short is. But one thing is I see that it's earnings week, right? It's earnings season. I remember Ryan Gosling looking at the window like, you smell that? Money.
For the next 6 weeks, it's going to be busy. Plus, the elections are coming, 2.5 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now?
Sheesh, that's happening.
So just crazy volatility overall for the next 3 weeks, and for sure. But really, for the next 6 weeks, it's going to be jam-packed. So stay tuned for that one. So
make sure you guys vote. Vote. It doesn't matter who you vote for. I don't care what your party affiliations are. Just make sure that you guys vote. If you come to me complaining, why is this happening? Why is that happening? I'm going to ask you if you voted, right? And if you say you didn't vote, then sorry, my guy, you can't complain, right? Because you didn't let your voice be heard. So make sure that you guys do vote.
Kanye's on the ballot too. So, all right.
Yeah, I see him.
What are we looking at today?
So, dude, let's talk about your week.
My week, actually, I ended up a minus 1,200 for my trading week this week, even though I somewhat rallied Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It wasn't enough to get me on the green. And yes, to my viewers, listeners, yes, I do have red weeks. Okay. Even though we've had a killer, past 2.5, 3 months that we've been on the show, this week was a red week. The reason being is that Monday, Tuesday was just very chaotic. I overtraded and I didn't stick to my plans. But overall, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday it was like getting out of that hole, trying to dig myself out of that hole. And I'm happy with my week. There were plenty of really good trades. There were a lot of bad trades. One of the bad trades that I had was DraftKings. I've been trading DraftKings all week, right? And I longed it when it was coming down, and I shorted it when it was coming up. So that's just a clear example right there where emotions play a big part when it comes to trading. And for the folks who've experienced emotional trading, it's not good. No good outcome is after that. Seriously,
yeah.
what I found out was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The difference is when I wasn't trading as much, I had a clear mindset. Clear mindset. I wasn't in front of the two big screens or my laptop. I was just trading on my phone and just looking at the charts, support resistances, and I just traded it based off of that without the emotion. So, plus it was an emotional week for me. A lot of things have been going on with the family, and we're also going to discuss that later on today. So, but how about your week, bro?
Dude, I had a pretty good week overall. I'm up 1250.
Hmm.
But I was up like 2800 coming into Friday.
Oh yeah, Friday. Yes,
Friday happened. We pulled there's a lot of pullback.
that
There's
dip. And we're going to talk about why it dipped because we're going
Yeah,
to talk about ARK Investments, ARK.
yeah.
Yep.
Dude, Kathy Woods is a legendary investor. Her outfit, whatever she does at that firm is top notch. Just a word to the wise, if you guys are following, like a lot of traders do follow the big money.
Hmm.
If there's any big money that you should be following, it's Kathy Woods and ARK Invest, and we'll talk about that later.
And
Um,
to add on to that, Kathy Wood's firm, it's a bunch. I don't want to say bunch, but majority of it are in their 20s.
Mhm.
Majority of them don't have financial backgrounds or degrees or whatever. But how are they killing it? Like they're making that smart decision when it comes to investing their money or the fund's money. Uh,
it's all about. I mean, they take both approaches. They take a top down approach and a bottom up approach, which is really interesting because, I mean, that's not similar to what we do here. What we do is we play on trends, but what they do is they don't invest in a stock and they don't fall in love with the share price. They fall in love with the company that is doing the work, right? They do a lot of disruptive companies
yep.
are the main, the main chunk of their portfolios, and we'll talk about that more later. But I mean, dude, are you good? You good?
I'm good.
Good.
Man, if you want to start like this week, so this week, let's talk about families first, right? Because
Yeah.
this show is all about raw. I don't want to say footage, but when it comes to us being a parent, everyone knows. I got three kids. My eldest were thinking
Beautiful
about,
children, by the way.
huh?
Beautiful kids. You
Yeah,
have beautiful
thank you,
children.
thank you. Um, I don't want to say we inherited two more, but yesterday was just a complete like show, right? And we're gonna get to that. So this week was just wasn't the best week ever. So we're thinking about sending our eldest to preschool, right? And that's gonna
It's
be
fun.
it is fun, and we've been prepping her up. Hey, you're gonna meet a lot of friends. You're gonna meet a lot of kids, other kids, your age. You guys are gonna play, sing, and all that. And she's super excited, and we're just, obviously we're worried about this whole pandemic as well. We checked it out, and everything cleared, but me and my wife, we're still gonna talk about it.
Mhm.
My youngest, we're getting him fitted this week for a helmet, and as a parent, really, you have a lot of questions, and I spoke to other parents that had that experience because of his head shape.
Mhm.
It's not that noticeable, but it's just preventative measures, right? Um,
Yeah.
so we're gonna get him fitted this week for a helmet, and then just my middle child, she just weighs like a sack of like bricks. But oh my god, like
Well,
she's
since you're in
growing.
Idaho now,
Oh
it's
my god, like she
potatoes.
is like she's taller than my oldest.
Really? And she probably gets that from you because you're a tall dude.
Yeah, and my wife's tall too, but oh my god, kids are a blessing, but being a parent, oh my god, it's very challenging. And
But it's the best, like it's the
the
most challenging
best
thing you could
feeling
ever do, but it's super rewarding.
Best feeling ever because I was in an industry where, and shout out to the hospitality industry, and I was there for 14, 15 years. Going back to my story, I did my time, I did my 10, 12, 14-hour days where I couldn't I didn't see my kids. And I was just talking to my neighbor about it. And, the reason I got out of it was because I need, that parent bonding time with my kids,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to be there. I need to be
Yeah.
there with my wife, my family, everything. And I'm glad that I chose this route. Like
I mean,
I would not trade it.
for the
I would,
world.
yeah, for the world. Like I would not go. I don't want to say I don't want to go back, but for the folks who obviously who don't have kids right now, if you guys are in that industry that you guys love and have that passion for, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Sky's the limit, but don't let kids hold you back.
No.
Okay, never. Okay, ultimately, it was my decision to choose, my kids over my career. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Best decision I've ever made.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to persuade, folks out here to do that as well. Decision, it's your lifetime. But yeah, I just wanted to share, like this week has been an emotional week. That's why I couldn't focus when it comes to trading. Monday and Tuesday was just a rough 2 days for me. That's why I was in such a big hole
Mm-hmm.
Monday, Tuesday, because when you're trading and you're somewhat not in a good mindset, you have that cloudy judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mix it with money or
Nope.
trading.
This is your nest egg. This is your life.
Yeah, because um, and I just want to break this down because when you have that cloudy judgment, right, you're not focused, and when you're going into a trade, for example, DraftKings. Okay, Monday and Tuesday, I really messed up on DraftKings. I longed it when it was coming down, longing it when I'm buying it and selling high, but the stock kept coming down. Okay, and then I shorted it, betting that it's going to come down, but it kept going up. Okay, so I lost on both ends, right? And cloudy judgment, and you just couldn't focus. When the stock is going up, you start second guessing yourself. Okay, because you don't have that clear mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you start second guessing yourself, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go in. That's emotional trading. Okay. You rush in without proper homework or research or technical analysis, fundamental analysis, whatever it is, right? And that's just, and I've been writing this, segment, which I'm going to present eventually. It's all about, trading psychology. And, I've experienced it Monday and Tuesday, and I've been writing great notes for you guys. And so stay tuned on that one. Emotional trading and trading don't mix.
No.
Period.
No.
Yeah.
No. Just like mixing Hennessy and tequila.
Oh
That
my
shit
God.
don't work.
We're not in our 20s no more.
Bro,
You know what I drink nowadays?
water.
Yes, water and coffee.
Coffee
Just
and
to keep
water,
up,
dude.
man. Just to keep up, man. We live such a, a
Coffee
fast
and water.
life.
Yeah. I've stopped drinking hard liquor like heavily when I met my wife.
That's when you got serious, huh?
That's when I got serious because I used to go out. Like you've seen it. You've seen like my weekly escapades. I'd
Yep,
go out.
yep,
I'd get so smashed.
yep.
And one time, this is the thing. Like I just started dating my wife, right? What happened was, I came from a homie's kick it, right? Drank Hennessy to the face, Hennessy and beer, like bad, right? And I drove home drunk, right? Made it home, thankfully, but I sideswiped my front neighbor's truck.
Jesus Christ.
I sideswiped my front neighbor's truck. Luckily, he came in and, I said, no, it's my fault. His insurance or whatnot, we just figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But my wife told me then, he was like, you know what? Do this again and I'm out.
Cool.
Do this again and I'm out. So it straightened me out. So I said, you know what? This is, I mean, I'm not, you're my forever. I know that deep in my heart, even though I haven't like proposed to you yet, but I'm not gonna fuck this up anymore. Right. So
Wow.
that was my thing. I was like, you know what? I'm out. I'm not gonna drink heavily anymore. I might have a beer or two or whatnot. Or if I'm home, then I could go ham. But one thing that kind of made it all stop for me was one time I promised my 13. Now I think she was maybe 10, maybe 9 or 10 back then. Had a barbecue at the house, got drunk, and then the next day, I mean that night, I promised her we'll go to the Alameda County Fair, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. I woke up, dude, headache. You know how like now when you wake up from a hangover with a hangover, it's like
Oh, it's different, man. It hits you differently in your 30s.
it's a all day affair. It's an all day affair, right? It's an all day affair, dude. Back in my 20s, I could go out, I could day drink on a Friday.
And show up in your 5 a.m. shift.
Yeah, exactly. I used to work at Starbucks, right? I could day drink on a Friday, right? Day drink on a Friday, pop an X Friday night, right? Smoke some weed and keep drinking, right? Keep drinking, right? I'll go home at 2, wake up at 4, and be at Starbucks at 4:30. The power of being so young.
I know.
The power, and it deteriorated as far along as it went, right? So now I'm living the sober life. I'm enjoying it, and now we're doing the podcast, which is pretty amazing.
And it's like you're comparing yourself to a car, right? Like brand new, no miles, and then 10 years later you got 300,000 miles, but you're still running.
I'm still running, but I got mileage.
You got hella mileage.
I got hella mileage. Hey, I smell something, dude. I smell earnings. Earnings.
Yeah, you know what? Let's dig deeper into earnings. So, what do we have starting Monday?
So Monday we have IBM.
Oh, my thoughts on that one. IBM, even though it's a high price stock, IBM's been how old is this company? Old, right?
Oh, older than us, I think.
It's a large cap stock, okay, and they recently announced a spinoff news. Okay, so they're creating essentially another company within the company. I really do think that they are undervalued. Plus, they pay dividends.
There you go.
The news is somewhat baked in already because the stock itself pulled back. It's at support right now. I am going to trade IBM. I am going to long it. When I mentioned baked in, okay, the stock price jumped 10-11% when they announced the news, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it somewhat pulled back. Well, obviously the market pulled back, and the stock itself pulled back as well. So right now it's at support. It's at the EMA right now. I am going to long it Monday, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, because I was thinking about just putting money in there, just setting it and forgetting it.
Yeah, just letting it go. I mean, they pay dividends anyways, and once they spin off that cloud company, we're definitely going to keep tabs on that, because once they do, that's going to be amazing.
I'm a firm believer of the clouds. Clouds, when I say clouds in the chat room or the videos, clouds, it's basically the internet. Seriously. Mm-hmm. It's if it's a software company, IT company, you name it, it's the power of the internet.
Mm-hmm. I remember one time somebody said it's stored in the cloud. I'm like, where? Tell me. You know what I mean? Next one that we're looking at is Logitech. I mean, they create keyboards, mice, million mices.
They create a lot of things. Speakers,
the speakers,
cameras.
Mm-hmm. A lot of electronic peripherals, right? And I mean, it is stay-at-home play. Ask yourself, how many of you created a computer or built a computer and needed some type of gaming keyboard, gaming mouse? I mean, I did.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I'm a Razer guy, so I bought most of my stuff is all Razer. But Logitech is one of those companies that I feel that it is still trading a little low for my taste, and I think there is a potential pop there.
I like
next one is Zion's Bancorp. Short that. Short.
Here we go again, guys. So I just want to know this, Bresky. In all honesty, in our last episodes, for the ones who listened and viewed it, I think I got lucky. Okay, when it comes to Ally Banking, but in all honesty, Ally, they killed it in their earnings per share. So
I was wrong.
I kept saying I got lucky, but really, in all honesty, they actually did really good on their earnings.
I was wrong,
and it jumped 4%. So you know, me and Nico, we had a bet. You know, it was a bull and a bear segment, and we're gonna do that every episode. Nico over here is buying me the official Trading Daddies boxers,
the one-eyed snake boxers.
Yep,
the one-eyed snake boxers that could guarantee you triple X returns in the bedroom.
And guess what? I'm gonna be rocking that. Oh, I got some surprises for you guys.
This is the reason why it's a negative 450 lock on John having another baby this year.
We were just talking about that too. No, not right now. Anyways, we're also going to talk about Tesla later on and what I bought.
Okay.
And we're going to be celebrating.
Let's celebrate. Let's move on to Tuesday.
Go ahead.
Lockheed Martin.
Oh, I like it.
You like it?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Lockheed Martin is, first of all, a defense company. Mm-hmm. Okay. China and the U.S. things are, you know, just a little disclaimer. We're not into politics, but when it comes to China and the U.S., things are still heating up. It's not
They're escalating.
You know, and then you also got North Korea just, you know, trying to like pose their nuclear rockets and such. So Lockheed Martin, I'm always going to be long on that one. I like the stock. I know it's heavy. It's, you know, they pay dividends too, first of all.
They do. I mean, these are solid companies. Procter and Gamble.
What do you think?
I mean, they keep changing the price targets, dude.
So check this out. In your bathroom, when you look at a bar of soap or your toothpaste or your shampoo.
Lube. I mean, no. Shampoo. It's shampoo.
Shampoo. Okay. What brand is it? Most likely it's Procter and Gamble.
Yeah.
So, I can't keep a straight face. When you're hear me out on this one. As an investor, okay, if you believe in the product, if you buy the product, why not invest in the product? Because guess what? If you keep buying that shampoo, that toothpaste, that bar of soap, that whatever you name it, right? You're essentially putting your money in that company. So why not get money back? Because Procter and Gamble, they've been paying out dividends for decades.
Yep. Who makes Jergens? I mean Jergens.
I don't know. Yeah, you have Jergens?
Not Jerkins.
Jergens.
Jergens.
Okay. PM. Go ahead, brother.
Philip Morris Companies. Has anybody stopped smoking yet?
Oh my goodness.
I know we're not supposed to be investing in promoting. I've always believed that you're not supposed to be investing in shit that's supposed to give people diseases.
Hey, you know what? They pay strong dividends.
They do.
So it's like investing in someone's deathbed. I don't know. I try to stay away from that because I feel like that's bad karma.
I know it is bad karma. I don't want to go long on the stock and short somebody's life. It's messed up.
Let's skip that. Go ahead. Move on to the next one.
Netflix, talking about getting your money back here. If you play Netflix and you get at least what $150 back, you just paid for your year subscription and you're good. You know what I mean? Right? So Netflix is a stay-at-home play for sure. Bullish on Netflix. There could be a scenario where the price is already baked in, but we've seen some dips here.
I don't want to bring this up again. Remember Chewy?
Yes.
So I played Chewy earnings. I think was it a month ago? I think it was a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a firm believer of Chewy because first of all we were subscribers. You know, we have 4 dogs. It was super convenient because we would get dog food and other treats and toys and such whatever. You know, every single month we get deliveries. And it was about $65 a month, right? And $65, $70 a month. If you believe in Netflix, if you use the product, might as well just invest in it. You know, again, Netflix, that's the power of the internet. I mean, we have Netflix.
Yeah.
I lost money on Chewy. I'm not going to lose money on Netflix.
Nope. You're not going to lose money on Netflix because everybody has Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, they're upping their pricing.
Yes, they are.
Their subscription pricing is going up. But, you know, I have T-Mobile and I still have free Netflix as long as I don't change my plan. So, yes, I love Netflix. Snap, I'm pretty bearish on Snap.
What do you think?
Well, okay. So my thing is, there's not a whole lot of people using Snap right now, especially with the creation of TikTok.
TikTok and Reels came out, just recently. We're talking about this quarter. I think that's going to have an adverse effect on Snapchat.
Yeah, because not a whole lot of people are using Snapchat anymore. I mean, I have the app, but I don't even turn it on. Like,
you know, the funny thing is, earlier this morning, I was on Snapchat. Okay, I was just trying to follow up with my friends and what they're doing, whatever. They just spam the heck out of you with ads.
I'm pretty sure the only way that they're making money is the ads.
And like, this is getting ridiculous. I turned it off.
Yeah. It's the only way that they're staying afloat is because of the ads. But subscribership, I guess they haven't really reached new subscribers because everybody's hopping on the new stuff. So I'm pretty bearish on Snap. Teradyne is a semiconductor supplier, and semis are hot right now due to the 5G plays. You know what I mean?
Yes and no. Do you like it?
I like it because there's a lot more manufacturing for semiconductor chips, especially with the iPhone 5 coming out. So 5G is going to be bigger in the future because right now we're at the infancy of 5G. It's not out full.
Yeah. I don't know about this quarter, but for next quarter, yes.
Yes.
You know what we saw with the MU Micron.
Mm-hmm. I hate Micron.
They didn't do so well.
No, we're not friends. Micron and I are not friends. So Ali's not friends with Micron either.
Yeah.
Ali's not friends with Micron either.
Shout out to he's been doing really good.
Dude, that's the guy, dude. That's the guy. iRobot, IRBT, nice earnings per share.
My thoughts on that one, we were taking a walk in the neighborhood and we saw a I don't know the brand, but it was similar to an iRobot. To the folks who don't know what an iRobot is, please tell them.
Roomba.
Roomba.
You've seen Roomba before.
Yep.
You've seen the whole disc vacuum, and they just go around your house and vacuuming everything in sight. They've created.
Cool.
Those are dope. I mean, so there's models from previous generations that just go randomly, but now what they're doing is they're actually investing more in their robotic side. So that's the reason why it's called iRobot. So now they have more intelligent robot vacuums and mops.
Because when we were walking around in the neighborhood, we saw a somewhat similar iRobot.
Mm-hmm. They have that. Yeah, they have that for the lawn. Can you imagine?
iRobot has one?
Yeah, they do. They do. I think they only sell it in Europe though.
Oh, okay. So I saw one this week and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Like,
yeah.
And that guy had like a quarter of an acre front yard. So I was like, man, that sucks for that robot, like iRobot.
So a park. He has a park.
Yeah. And it's a round shape, I don't want to say vacuum, but it's a lawnmower. and that thing is probably going to take like the entire day to mow.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. I believe it. I believe it.
Poor thing.
All right, so the last day that we're gonna cover for earnings today is gonna be Wednesday. Verizon.
Your thoughts on that one?
Verizon is fairly stable. I feel that they're not gonna move.
I mean, the reason people get into Verizon is because they pay a nice dividend.
They do. They do.
So Verizon itself, it's a large cap stock. Okay. They pay 4.32% currently for dividends, but now let me shy you away from that one because recently I purchased AT&T shares, ticker symbol T, and AT&T pays 7% So a lot of investors actually get they get drawn in to AT&T rather than going into Verizon. But if you watch the Apple announcement, who were they promoting heavily?
Verizon. It wasn't an Apple announcement. It was a Verizon 5G announcement.
In all honesty, when I was watching that that announcement, I was like, Verizon this, oh the fastest, Verizon that, oh big carrier Verizon.
That's not far from the truth. That's definitely product placement. I feel like in terms of the carrier stability, in terms of the networks, Verizon has a more stable network. And I worked in the industry before, and that's the reason why they charge a lot more on their monthly subscription. I mean, their monthly charges.
So let's scale back. So, in your opinion, okay, so you were in that industry: Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint.
Sprint's no longer there.
Oh, that's right. Rank the three.
Rank three in terms of what? There's so many categories that you could do it. Right? There's always going to be
reliability, speed,
and fun factor, and price. Fun factor, and price. Right. So
okay,
if we're going to take reliability,
take four and then wrap it into one overall.
Into one?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like T-Mobile's number 2.
Wait, so Verizon's 1 and T-Mobile's
number 1, T-Mobile's number 2, AT&T's number 3.
What?
Yes. So Verizon, the reason why I choose Verizon as the top one is because of their reliability in terms of their coverage. They also have their own cable industry called Fios. They run a whole, they have their own cable network. Not network, but their own, internet service provider network. T-Mobile, because of the Sprint merger, dude. Like, how many subscribers did they gain from that Sprint merger?
Oh yeah.
And their network's getting a lot better. Right? AT&T, I mean, talk about a boring company. I'm sorry.
It is though.
AT&T's great for dividend investors. Yes, it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
But they haven't done anything lately to excite me.
Their internet package is boo-boo.
Yeah, dude. Uverse is trash.
Uverse is boo-boo. Sorry, guys. Even though I believe in the company, because overall I have iPhones that I have AT&T coverage. I love them. That's just my personal preference. That's why I bought shares. But their internet side is boo-boo.
And they're getting rid of DirecTV. They're trying to spin it off. They're trying to sell it. They bought this and everybody was gung-ho about it, right? There was gung-ho about it, right? It was a big deal. And also, I sell against them in my regular job. So, you know what?
That's right. That's why. Okay.
Right? In my regular job, they're my competitor. So, I'm just going to say, you know what?
No wonder you put him last.
Also, that's my bias. The next one, not the last, but the next one is WGO Winnebago.
What do you think?
RV sales are up.
You know what? I live in a state where RVs are everywhere.
Yep. RV sales are up. I was watching CNBC the other day, and they're saying that even the used RV market, they can't keep them on the lot because a lot of people are driving their RVs instead of flying.
You know what? These RVs, have you ever checked one out?
Yeah. My wife's uncle has an RV, dude. It's a house.
Yeah, I've seen really nice RVs. Like,
Yeah, it's a house.
they have a nice
It's a moving
kitchen,
house.
a bar, and you can even put like a 1-car garage in the back. Bathroom, I've seen one where it had 2 bathrooms that can fit 6 people. Like, you have a dining table, you have everything,
Crazy.
entertainment room, TVs,
Yeah, everything.
chandelier. I'm like, whoa, where am I?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be long Winnebago.
WGO.
WGO.
Okay.
Mark that, guys. Mark that. Tesla, self-explanatory.
Ah.
Tesla.
So, guys, a little disclaimer. I did purchase, yesterday, I purchased a $500 call. The expiration date is January 2021. Okay, so I got, roughly 3.5 months on this one.
Embrace your degeneracy.
I got it for $44.75. That's the price. And the reason I got into that one is because, yes, there's going to be volatility coming next week. My game plan was the run up, the hype of Tesla earnings. You know, in the past, how many earnings that we've looked into for Tesla? There's always that run up because people try to play that hype of fear of missing out. Okay. You're like, oh man, everyone's going to buy Tesla because they're going to do well. Look what happened last quarter. Crazy.
I mean, eventually you're gonna hit that price target because 500 is not that far off. We see Tesla jump
10%,
14 points, right? I mean, 2 weeks ago it was trading at around what 420, 422, right? And it's now we're at 440s.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we did hit 460.
We did, yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah. There's a lot of people just want to trade in and get out of the position. I mean, it's really the quickest way to make some gains, to be honest with you, if you have the stomach for that kind of volatility. It's like betting black and red and alternating it every roll. Exactly like that. And we'll talk about more of that later. CMG, Chipotle, because guacamole is expensive, and we've talked about that before in previous podcasts. And you specifically, you go to Chipotle and you make sure that you buy that guac because you know that is extra, and you always say yes.
What is it now? Is it like $2 per scoop?
Does it matter? I'm gonna buy the guac.
They're good though.
It's delicious. Guac is, and it's fresh.
Yeah.
And it's fresh.
So
I love guacamole. I think it might be baked in though. The price may be baked in for that.
A little side note about CMG Chipotle, their online sales. Well, I don't want to say online sales, but they have a term for
curbside,
like a curbside. No, not a curbside.
Like a pickup.
Their pickup. What do they call it?
I think it's just order pickup. I think you have to order it through the app. I mean,
you order it through app, and then you just pick it up when it's ready on a bookshelf, right?
You know what I love about the app? The app doesn't make me feel poor. Because the app doesn't ask me, do you know that it's extra? It just says, yes, I'll take your money.
Their commerce, okay, their e-commerce is up.
Yeah.
It's up a lot because of this pandemic. And exactly. I think this pandemic actually, benefited the company. It created less friction for their long lines, okay? Because everyone's focusing on online ordering. And once this whole pandemic is over, they're going to have both lines, out the door.
Out the door.
E-commerce and main line.
And they're still delivering, too. Delivering through DoorDash.
And delivery, yeah. Through DoorDash, GrubHub, whatever, Uber Eats.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
LVS, Las Vegas Sands.
Wait, go back to Chipotle. Bullish on...
Oh, bullish for sure. Bullish long-term. Bullish long-term on Chipotle, but be cautious. Because we've seen companies beat earnings and still take a dip because the pricing's already baked in. And remember that when we say baked in, they're already valued at a level that they have no room to go up until something crazy happens. Right? Because we've seen it. I've seen I've played earnings last quarter, and they beat both earnings per share and guidance is amazing, and revenue they beat, and I still lost. So this is what we're doing right now, is just a preview of the plays that we're looking at, and this is still us. We're gonna do the research in order for us to make the proper plays, and we will shout those out. And it's up to you guys to make that decision too, because we don't expect you guys to follow what we do. We just want to be fully transparent with you guys. LVS, Las Vegas Sands, as the chief degenerate here in the Trading Daddies podcast, please take it away.
In all honesty, though, I still don't believe in casinos.
Short.
Okay, so there's when it comes to degeneracy, okay, there's online betting and there's physical betting. Okay. All right. In layman's terms, what's physical betting? That's when you actually go to a casino, you sit down on a table, you play blackjack, you roll the dice, whatever, right? That's physical. You have to be physically there. Okay. You have to travel, get on a plane, drive or whatever, and expect that the casino's open, because I think California, they're just opening up the casinos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about.
I think Matrix just opened up again, but they have outside seating for poker players. Isn't that crazy?
Can you imagine the wind howling and you have to play poker outside?
Yeah.
What is this, a garage game?
You're playing at the parking lot. They have tents. They have, they barricaded it. It's tacky as hell. It's like you're hearing cars and you smell the smoke. Like, which one's worse? Like smelling smoke or smelling cigarettes? I mean, you can't really.
I don't think there's a difference because the cigarettes are inside anyways.
Yeah.
But just playing outside, guys.
I don't know. That's just weird. You just killed the environment, because the feeling of playing inside of a casino is just completely different, because the atmosphere, you can hear people cheering or crying or whatever. But outside, outside, it's just a totally different game.
It is.
You got birds tweeting. Come on, man. Like, you don't want to hear that when you're gambling. Like, you don't want to sound peaceful.
Can you imagine getting pocket rockets and a bee stings you?
Yes. It's like, yeah, exactly. Like, you're having an allergic reaction, but crap, you got to play that hand, right?
Right, you got to play that hand.
So, online betting is what I'm super bullish on. That's why I've been playing DraftKings and Penn Gaming a lot, because what we saw in the state of New Jersey, they had a record-setting, I don't want to say sales, but when it comes to online betting, record-setting last month.
Exactly. Crazy.
I think it's almost to like $1 billion when it comes to betting.
They're making money hand over fist. That's why Penn is so strong.
Revenue. Because, like, how cool is that? You can just be at home and just like, oh, I'm going to bet on this game.
Exactly. You know where that's also legal? In Nevada.
Yeah.
In Nevada. If you live in the state of Nevada, from what I understand, is you could just hop on. Most of these casinos have apps already.
Yeah, MGM has an app. Yep.
Yeah, right. And you could just place your bets. And in Nevada, it's a booming. It's a booming. Yep. But if you're outside, if you're outside, especially if you're, I heard that there's online like slot machines that actually do pay out.
Oh yeah.
Is that a thing?
Let me know. Ask me. But when it comes to like the hotels are suffering, they're handing out free rooms, comping you like meals and such. I personally still receive, comps. Like MGM still sending me like 3 nights, Vegas. Caesars are still sending me some comps. So shout out to those companies. But I probably won't be able to like go out and play. I wouldn't be able to anyways, because family.
Gotcha.
But I wouldn't hop on a plane right now. So
nope.
When it comes to LVS, I am
Sure.
I'm adding that to my list.
Yep. Next one is LRCX, which is Lam Research Group. They are a semiconductor company that makes integrated circuits for like DRAM, VRAM, all that cool stuff. I mean, who's not building computers now? I feel like there could be some value here, but again, guys, just make sure that you guys do the research in order for you guys to make an educated decision if you're going to play these or not, because sometimes you're better off not playing them at all. It's better off to sit on the sidelines than losing money. And that's always one thing that we would harp about, because we're your test dummies.
We're the guinea pigs.
We're the guinea pigs. We're degenerates for sure, and we will do anything that we can.
We actually make, like, we make good decisions like majority of the time.
Majority of the time, right? Except when we YOLO when we YOLO certain things, and that's, that right there is earnings preview for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and more to come on our Wednesday pod.
Going back to Lamb Research, they are trading in a high P/E ratio, meaning they're valued higher than what they're supposed to be at right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to use Micron again as an example, okay, because they're both in the same industry, same market cap. Just look at what happened to Micron. Everyone was so bullish with Micron because of this whole pandemic, and they flopped.
Yeah, they flopped because their P/E ratio was way too high for their actual value,
Mm-hmm.
and valuations are in a crazy, like, it's crazy for valuations right now. There's a lot of people saying that we're in a bubble.
It's scary.
And we're gonna, I don't want to talk about the bubble right now, because I feel like we need to do a little bit more research, and I feel like that's gonna be for another show. But just know that we're getting into bubble territory, right? Valuations are way too high, and these companies are not doing that much, right? So, speaking of YOLO options and degeneracy, you see Hertz,
dude. Like, it shot up 100-something%.
150%.
Hertz, ticker symbol HTZ. Like, first of all, they're bankrupt. Okay, and you know what's cool about it? One of my good friends actually bought a Corvette off of Hertz because they had a fire sale.
Oh yeah, they were liquidating.
Yeah, they're liquidating all their cars because they had to raise capital, to pay off debts, right? So I don't know. You might run into Hertz doing a fire sale again soon.
Mm-hmm.
But for the stock to run 100-something%,
dude, I was looking at Wall Street Bets, right? I mean, shout out to Wall Street Bets, great source of information as well as entertainment.
Memes, I love that site.
I love memes, dude. I love memes. John and I send memes left and right. Sometimes I put my face on a meme and I send it to him because it's just more funnier. But with Wall Street Bets, they were doing like sharing screenshots of people, dude. Some kid, some Robin Hooder.
Yeah.
33 calls and made $3,000 yesterday because of Hertz. I mean, the reason why it shot up because they got another cash infusion, and again, the volume of retail traders that saw an opportunity with that specific stock obviously is going to drive up the price, right? And if you didn't catch it at the bottom, sucks for you, because, I mean, if you caught it at top, you probably lost money. Just like Kodak.
Oh, God.
You were way too late on that. Right? Eli Lilly is in the news.
Again, because of who? Who was
New Jersey tub of lard himself, Chris Christie, caught the Rona. He says he caught the Rona, and he magically is now cured because of Eli Lilly's antibody cocktail. Sounds very familiar to a certain individual that also took another cocktail. Regeneron. So expect Eli Lilly to shoot up on Monday.
Have a pump.
It's a pump, and then we're gonna die.
Because you know what happened with Regeneron, right? Was that over the weekend or Friday?
I don't remember.
No, I think it was a Friday when he shot up a video and mentioned Regeneron 5 times in a sentence.
You mean like he shot up a video? Like
Regeneron.
Regeneron. I sounded like Cartman there. Regeneron.
I feel really good. what happened to Regeneron Monday? Shot up 5 to 6%. Shout out to the investors. They got paid. And then what happened? Took a dip. They pulled back. Okay.
Definitely pull back.
Yep.
With all these, always remember, if your favorite politician is pushing a stock out, no matter what side of the aisle there are,
They're
there's
getting paid.
always an angle, and there's always a pump job, and they will always sell the positions. So if you didn't catch the news on the way up to make money, make sure that you catch it at the top and short that and then you will make money.
Yeah.
And then just close out your position. At least you're not catching just the run up. You're also catching the downward.
What goes up must come down.
Exactly. It's called gravity. It's called gravity. We believe in science on this podcast. Science. Remember that meme? That guy, the aliens guy? Science.
Bill Nye?
It's not Bill Nye. No, the guy from Ancient Aliens. Science. I love Bill Nye. Bill Nye, the science guy. Love that guy. PFE, Pfizer, which is something that we actually, John and I believe in Pfizer because of all the crooked vaccine plays. Pfizer seems to be the only one that hasn't gotten like a big pump job.
However, they did. Again, we're gonna reiterate this news. They paused their reports. They're dropping it October 30th, right?
Somewhere there, yeah.
Yeah. So on that one, they might.
They did apply. So they're saying that they could apply. They're not saying that they will apply. They're saying they could apply for for a November emergency use of their coronavirus vaccine, which is after the elections. I can't argue with that. It's not like they're making the stock go up in a way at inopportune times. I feel like they're actually doing the work.
That is crazy. And plus, yes, I have Pfizer shares. They pay dividends. They pay nice 4% dividends. So I'm a long-term holder.
Gotcha. Let me ask you this though. So when you say that when you're a long-term holder in certain positions that do pay dividends, do you put that in a separate account?
Yeah. So I have my Fidelity account. Yeah. I need my TD Ameritrade for my trades, my day trades.
This is part of the whole diversification thing.
Yeah.
Make sure that you guys aren't trading your dividend account.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. Why would you gamble secured profits, right?
Exactly. Perfect. That makes sense to me. I hope to get there someday.
You will.
Eventually. So we did miss some stuff on Wednesday. A big shout out to my brother-in-law Ferdy for bringing this to my attention. The reason why our Lord and Savior Papa Elon, the reason why he dropped down the price to an amazing $69,000 and $420 was because of the Lucid Air an announcement, and they're pretty much competing with that with the Model S. And we did see some pullback.
Remember we spoke about Lucid, what was it? A few episodes ago, how their starting base model, isn't it like 80 grand?
80.
Jesus.
80.
But guess what though? When the Roadster and the Model S came out, they were up there too.
Yeah, they were pretty high. They were
and
pretty
people
high.
Were ordering them, pre-ordering them.
Yeah, pre-ordering. Let's just face facts here. I mean, Tesla's still the king because they're the only ones besides NIO that does deliver.
Oh, they're light years ahead.
Right? So competition is definitely healthy.
Yeah.
Competition breeds innovation.
Yep, it does.
And with competition, we're going to see a lot more products come out and a lot more competitive pricing.
Yep, having a competitor just pushes you and your boundaries and your limits.
Exactly. They did dip because ARK Invest did cut some of their positions during the week. Not really entirely sure as to why. I am going to look into that, but we are going to talk about our top plays for the week. No Bulls and Bears this week. We will have that on Wednesday. We're going to pick a stock. If you guys are interested in giving us your take on which stock to do a Bulls versus Bears with, please comment in the sections below or shoot us a DM. We'd love to get your feedback on that. But yeah, top plays for the week, my guy.
I am looking at Fastly, FSLY. Yes, they took a 30-something% dip this week because of the recent lowered guidance, and the reason being is that they're not they expected more out of TikTok, but ARK Investments, they bought shares. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be following the money on this one. I might get into 100 shares myself, just play the bounce. But overall, I think there might be more pain ahead for Fastly, FSLY, because of the way it finished yesterday. We could be seeing, like high 70s, I'm assuming 82s, 80, 79 in the upcoming week, but who knows? Okay, who knows? Also, obviously, Tesla is going to be one of the plays for the week because of earnings. I am also going to look at Netflix.
Woo! I like Netflix.
Yeah.
I like Netflix.
What about
For me personally, going back to Kathy Woods and ARK Invests, following the money here, they did buy a fairly, not a small position, but they bought a small position on Palantir. And I think what you mentioned earlier with Lockheed Martin, with these government contracts, as the escalations go up between certain countries and the United States, I feel that Palantir's main source of income right now is all the government contracts that they're doing, and they're doing the software for them. So, with that being said, I might, I'm still in Palantir. I actually upped my position. I added 200 more shares, and I still have my call that expires next year. Tesla, obvious reasons. Fastly, as John mentioned earlier, it's an oversold bounce, so there may be some pain left. There is an opportunity to short it still, because John mentioned, he texted me the other day and he said that it's forming a bear flag on the daily chart. So if you're into technical analysis, watch the daily chart and look up what a bear flag means. John might do a series on that on the Instagram for charting. And all banks and all airlines except for LUV, Southwest, I'm shorting all of
that. What are your current positions right now?
Current positions, I have my Apple stock, I have Palantir, and I have my Tesla stock. DPHC, Diamond Peak Holdings, I have one call because they're about to merge with Lordstown. And I feel like I'm going to get donkey punched on that. Remember we talked about that on the last episode, is there's unicorns, Tesla and NIO, and there's donkeys, everybody else. NIO calls are up right now. January 15, 35 strike. I'm up, 373 on that. But we did talk about this. There could be some pullback. So what I'm doing is I'm hedging my NIO position with two puts. That's actually up $10. Palantir calls are up, 16% on that one. Qualcomm is up 88%, and I added to my Tesla calls.
Jesus Christ! So I'm holding for shares. I am bullish on Facebook. I've been harping on that for the past 2 weeks now. I'm bullish up until the elections. I'm holding 50 shares. Disney, I am bullish on Disney. It just bounced off of support. Facebook, Disney, both bounced off of support. Apple is at support right now. Disney, I'm holding 100 shares. Apple, I'm holding 175 shares. I am short NIO. The reason being is that it to me personally, it jumped too fast. It's overbought right now. If it keeps going up, then obviously I'm going to cut the position. But I'm already up, I think, like $80 on it. I'm short 350 shares. And as far as my calls go, the only thing that's important to me right now is my Tesla. I do have calls for Apple and Facebook as well, but they expire next year. So Tesla, I'm just that's going to be a nice play right there. But overall, I'm bullish on Apple, Disney, and Facebook.
Gotcha. Sorry, I had to
Yeah.
get my son some shirts and.
Oh, speaking of Facebook, I'm sorry. Just wanted to inform everyone out here. Facebook, Twitter, and Google, I completely forgot about this. They're going to be testifying October 29th in front of the Senate committee because they're going to be discussing the liability and how to best preserve the internet, the internet as a forum of open discussion, really, because with the whole allegations of blocking that New York Post article
Mhm. Mhm.
containing Biden. But the interesting part about it is that the hearing is on October 29th, or I'm sorry, October 28th. Okay. Um, their earnings, Facebook, Twitter, and Google are reporting earnings the 29th. So, in my mind, okay, just imagine October 28th. Obviously, I'm just calling it out right now. It's going to be a red day for them because
Mhm.
there's no good news when it comes to a hearing, really.
Yeah. Uncertainty and fear
Yep,
always drives the stock down. So
exactly. So, what do? You get cheaper shares?
you get cheaper shares, or you short it at the top, guys, make
Yeah.
some money on the way down, and then you buy cheaper shares. That's
You,
the way you do it.
it's funny because the hearing is the day before all of their earnings, right?
And it's dumb. It's the same thing last quarter. Remember that? It's dumb. The reason why they're doing this is because they feel that they need their hands into the messaging, right? I mean, I get it. There's a lot of misinformation going on right now.
Yeah.
These companies need to regulate that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a fine line that needs to be teetered here because you could be bordering into you could be bordering into you could be stepping into the border of how do you say this freedom of speech,
Mm-hmm.
right? But at the same time it needs to be somewhat regulated because there's a lot of people lying on the internet.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think if we could find out a proper formula for finding out the lie and making sure that all the information that's present is all truthful, I think that, I mean, we're in for a better world. But as many people are nefarious and always have their own agenda, right? I don't think we're going to progress as a people. But that's my personal opinion. I don't want to dig deeper into that. That's my personal take on this whole antitrust thing. It's a lot of it's all crap to me, right? But it needs to be addressed. But other than that, you have anything else, my guy? No. No? Okay.
I'm excited for this week.
Excited for this week. Yeah, earnings week. Again, thank you guys so much for letting us in your home every weekend, every Wednesday. We see the views, we see the listens, we see the geographical tags of where you guys are at, not your home specifically, but we see where you guys are listening from and what state and what city. We really do appreciate the global reach that we're getting as you guys are spreading the news.
Can I just share something?
Yeah.
We hit currently we're at 621 listens.
621 times the episodes, not just this episode,
Wow.
not previous episode, but all of our episodes combined. We've hit 621 listens, and that right there, that warms the heart. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's amazing. We love each and every single one of you guys. Please spread the word, and we'd love to see you guys on the next episode. Again, we'd love to engage with you. Let us know down in the comment section below, or send us a DM. John, what's your Instagram?
John C. Trades, and we also have the Trading Daddies.
Trading Daddies on Instagram, at Trading Daddies. If you guys want to reach both of us, at Trading Daddies. If you want to follow us individually, for me, it's at Thiz McGee. I'll explain the reason why that name is there in the future. But other than that, have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing trading week. And, let's get trading.
We're out.